I am Michael Buckoff from the Elders Quorum. I'm the first counselor in the Elders Quorum presidency. And today, missionary work is a very vital part of our Elders Quorum. And we really need to make sure we're concentrating our efforts to help further the Lord's work in this area. Today, I want to introduce the elders. Here's our full-time missionaries. You guys can see them. They're in the video. And I'm going to give these guys a chance to just talk about themselves a little bit, and let's see who they are. So first of all, we'll start with Elder Molten. So can you start by just give us some background information, you know, where you went to, where you grew up, high school, any college, your either any extracurricular interests, things that you like to do. Okay.
All right, sweet. So yeah, I'm Elder Molten. I grew up in Idaho. I grew up in a small town right outside of Idaho Falls called Shelley. I didn't go to any college before I left. I just left straight out of high school. And then what else? Stuff I like to do. I like to fish. I like to go hunting. Kind of all the outdoors activities you can do in Idaho. And I really enjoy talking to people. I really love making new friends. That's like my favorite part on the weekends, just going hanging out with my friends. But yeah, we've both been out for about 16 months. Oh, 16, 15, 14.
Wow.
15
we got veteran missionaries here. Oh, this is great. Okay. Elder Molten, so what do you think in your ideas, because you've been out for 16 months, you've probably seen a lot of effective or ineffective elders quorums, right? Some work really well and maybe some don't work so well. In your opinion, what would be your dream elders quorum that you think would really work well with you guys, the full-time missionaries? What would you envision?
I would just say one of the perfect elders quorum. I don't know, like when we call a lot of people get busy, but I think the best ones would be like letting us come into your homes, teaching you a little bit, and then trusting us with some of your friends to teach. I just think that'd be one of the most important things that can help us out, because that's why we want to come in and teach you all, to show you that we can like have your trust to teach your friends. So I think that's one of the perfect elders quorums, is just letting us come into your home and teaching you some of the gospel so we can have your trust to teach your friends.
Cool. Thank you. And then maybe the last question. So what prompted you, Elder Molten, to serve a mission in the first place? This is a pretty big sacrifice.
Ooh. I don't know. I think just throughout primary and Sunday school and all that is just, you know, having the expectation to serve a mission. And then when it really comes down to like knowing if the church is true or not, I think really it's like the end of my senior year, I was tested with a lot of things. I was like, all right, I think God wants me to go on a mission. And he's told me that a bunch throughout my whole life. So I think that's what really made me go on a mission, is just giving that joy to others. Because I've received the gospel. I know what the happiness feels like, knowing that I can be with my family forever. So just like sharing that, that's why I really came out here, just to give that joy that I have to others.
Cool. And then, so you've been out 16 months. So what happens at 24 months? What are your plans after you finish your mission?
I would just say go home, go to BYUI, and just work a whole bunch to save up money and eventually hopefully get married. That's the plan. But just go to school, going into the medical field. So that's the plan.
Great. All right. Well, good luck to you, and thank you for all your efforts in the Ranchero Ward. We're really happy to have you guys to do everything that you're doing. I know it's a big sacrifice. I know things are tough right now with the pandemic, but it's my privilege to know each of you right now and be able to work with you in this capacity. Elder Barr, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Can you give us a little bit of background about you so we can learn about you for a minute?
Yeah, of course. So I was born and I grew up in Colorado, in a little town called Alamosa. It's in the southern part, and I loved it. And then my mom, she brought my oldest brother, to BYU, Idaho for EFY. And then like a week and a half after we picked him back up, we were living in Rexburg, where BYU, Idaho is, just because my mom loved the area so much. And it was kind of impulse. Like, I don't even think she had a job, or my dad, but she just loved the area so much. So she made us all move. But yeah,
me and him, we
were living about 30 minutes away from each other.
That's what I was thinking, because Rexburg and IF are kind of pretty close, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. And what do you like to do for extracurricular activities, hobbies, things? How do you keep busy?
So I love sports. Yeah, I love sports. Me and him, we actually played football and we ran track against each other.
We were rival high schools.
My
Oh,
team
you
always
were?
won.
No kidding. What? Well, tell me
But
about. I was a trackster in high school myself. What events did you guys do in track?
So I was more of a jumper and a sprinter. So I did the
Oh,
triple
okay.
jump and long jump, and I just ran the 100 in between.
Oh, wow. You got some fast twitch muscle fibers. My goodness. Okay. And Elder Molten, what did you do in track?
I did hurdles. I did 110 hurdles and 300 hurdles.
So you guys are
So
you're both sprinters. Okay. Cool.
yeah.
And who was the?
But it was.
So you guys weren't exactly in the same events. He had some field events in the 100. So what about football? What did you guys do in football?
I was a receiver. I was a wide receiver. He was actually the center.
Nobody ever believes it, but yeah, I played center, and I played it for like 9 years. So
Really? Are you
175 pounds?
yep. I was 110 as a freshman.
You got to be pretty big dude to play a center. Wow. So, but you're.
I know. I was just fast, so that's how I played it.
Yeah.
I did good. I had fun.
Well, what did you guys? Who's faster in the 40?
I don't know.
Probably me.
I doubt it.
It was me.
Well, what
It was
did
probably
you
tied. Like we were probably pretty close.
Well, anybody under 4.5, 5? I mean, how fast are you guys in the 40?
I never ran a 40 really,
Yeah,
like in practices. I mean, we ran 40s, but I ran like a 15-second 110 meter hurdle. So it's
Okay.
like,
All right. And then how was the 100? How did you do, Elder Molten, in the 100-meter dash?
I think my PR was like an 11.7.
Okay. What about the triple jump? How far did you jump on that?
It was around 43 feet.
Okay, cool. All right. Nice. Okay, back to Elder Bar. So again, let's look into the mission now. So like Elder Molten, you've seen a lot of different elders' quorums, a lot of different wards. What do you think works and doesn't work in elders' quorum? What do you think we can do that maybe we can improve on? What can we do to make things better for you guys to make that missionary connection maybe a little bit better?
Yeah. So elders quorums are really important in helping us with missionary work, kind of like Elder Molten was talking about. But I've only been in 3 areas in my, in 15 months. I've only served in 3 different wards.
Wow. So you spent a lot of time in each area.
Yeah. So one of them was in Ukaipa.
Okay.
Now that word, I love that word so much. The elders quorum, I honestly don't think there was anything super special about it. Everyone was just super close. They were really friendly. They had that brotherly love for each other, and they just wanted to help each other. And that's something I know that back home in my own ward, we always had like some really, really nice people who every time it would snow, like before we would even like wake up in the morning, our driveway would be plowed. They would just do it just because they loved us, and they just do those little things to show that they loved us so much. And even though everyone doesn't necessarily work their very hardest and does everything they're supposed to in the elders quorum all the time, which is that's how it's going to go. When everyone has love for each other and wants to help each other out, it tends just to go more smoothly. You have those relationships, and then there's just that trust between not only the members of the elders quorum, but also the members and the missionaries. And that's kind of like Elder Molten was saying, one of the most important things is gaining those relationships and having that trust with the members in the elders quorum presidency and elders quorum.
So that makes a lot of sense. So the camaraderie, right? We have to kind of know each other and care for each other. If we know and love each other, then we're more likely to do something, whether it be missionary work or temple history or family history or whatever, or temple work or family history. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, a couple more questions. So for you, Elder Barr, so what prompted you to serve a mission? Why did you decide to do this difficult task?
Well, there's a few reasons, honestly, just to keep it short. I mean, I remember a missionary who used to teach our family in Colorado. His name was Elder Higgins, and he was like the funnest dude ever. I don't know if I should tell this story, but one time he and his companion and me and my brother, we TP'd our neighbor's house. Okay. Who were members of the church. And like, I don't know, it was just like hilarious to do that with them, because you think like, oh, they're missionaries, they don't do stuff like that. But like, they were just such spiritual giants for me and my family. They were fun. They were energetic. Wow. I don't know. I really looked up to them. So ever since then, ever since I was young, I just really had the desire to serve and knew I always would, I guess. So nothing too special.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Okay, so in conclusion, what are your plans once you finish serving your 2 years? What are you going to do now?
Well, I'm probably gonna, as soon as I go home, I'm probably gonna work spot harvest, which is always a good idea in Idaho. And then I'm probably gonna go to BYU Idaho, and we're probably gonna room together. At least that was the plan before we were companions. We're not too sure now, but
Yeah, no.
and then after that, I'm not too sure. I have a sister in high school who she's really into volleyball, and just watching her and watching some of my younger siblings, play sports, just kind of hang out with them. Yeah, nothing too big, but yeah, get married, obviously, hopefully. But,
Take your time. Don't get in too much of a hurry on that. Okay. All right. Thank you, the Elder Molten and Elder Barr. Thank you for taking a few minutes of your day today. And I want to wish both of you guys a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Keep doing what you're doing. The church is true. We're lucky to have the gospel of Jesus Christ, and you guys are doing a great job to help further the work in this area. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.